Let me know if this is working, guys. Okay, that was... Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's working again. Okay, so pretty much the start of the thing kind of had like... The stream kind of had a complete spaz attack. Okay, now it's working. Okay. So basically, let's just kind of ignore that and just get back to the shiny hunting. So I have another Tadbulb outbreak. So I have another outbreak of Tadbulb, and we are going to be going and doing that. I didn't realize I actually hatched all of my Froakie eggs. So we're actually kind of going to be done with that for a while. But yeah, that's at least good. So now we can just like focus exclusively on the Tadbulb. All right. Sorry about like how awkward that thing was to begin. Let's get going. Let's get back into moving and grooving and shiny hunting and schmoovin'. So Tadbulb outbreak. This one is actually right behind the town of the water gym. So this should be maybe not a better place than the I kind of think it might be a better place than where we had the first shiny hunt we did for it. Because this is just, there's nothing else around here. It's a very, very small, very contained area. And we're not necessarily dealing with too many Pokemon here. Again, outside of like the Tadbulb themselves. There we go. So yeah, Tadbulb. And since we actually don't need to have that there, we can actually just save when we start making our luck sandwich now. I replay Legend of the Week because I want to re-experience it. I'm now into last task of perfecting the dex entry. Taking a break right now to practice my saxophone, but hop on back into... Nice. Very nice. Not Pokemon Portal. Not Pokemon Portal. That makes like okay, everything just kind of had me frazzled. But we did finish the Elite Battle League battle today. Pretty fun. Good in that I actually managed to do very well in this battle. So, for those of you interested in like the battle stuff, EBL, we did well on that. Sandwich. So this is going to be pickle, cucumber, then 3 things of yellow pepper. No, only two servings of yellow pick. But yeah, we got Tadbulb now. So we're back to shiny hunting Tadbulb. It's going pretty good. But yeah, that stream having an absolute conniption was not good. I guess for the future I should know maybe to try and figure out what happened with that. Because that was a little scary what happened there. I was worried I was going to need to basically redo the entire stream and have to like mention the link everywhere. Thankfully we didn't. Thankfully the stream is working again. Let's get rocking and rolling. And this is good. It's doing pretty well. Pop. Pick, go through the thing. So so you've beaten the entire game of Legends then, Mudkip? Nice. Well, you've re-beaten the game. But yeah, the good thing is now we don't really need to... Somehow forgot I started a Nuzlocke. I'm trying to try that. Nice! What game is the Nuzlocke in? Very, very good. Very good. But yeah, so we're going to be hunting Tadbulb today. Not really too sure what else we're going to be doing outside of shiny hunting Tadbulb. Because that's pretty much the goal for this one, is just to get the Tadbulb shiny. Because we don't have any eggs to hatch, because no Greninja today. Okay, no, it's not a shiny. That one looked a little darker, but it also was a little darker because it is nighttime. Yeah, like, this is... I would actually say this might be a better place for the Tadbulb outbreak. Okay, no. Get back. I honestly think this might be a bit of a better spot for the Tadbulb outbreak than the first place we had the outbreak in, because this is a little more contained. It's not as big of an area to go across, and I can just kind of pop back and forth between here. Oh. Okay, so can also find Palmy Shiny over here as well. But the good thing is, with the electric sandwich here, and this Tadbulb outbreak, fortunately there are Tadbulb inside. Okay, no, that's my, that was my Iron Valiant. Shiny sparkle sound. Yeah, that's the one issue. Is they can spawn inside of the rocks. But as long as we can just do this, we can scout to see if they're shiny or not, because I know they're not shiny here. Yeah, that's kind of the only awkward part about it, and we're doing good. We're doing okay. So we already know what shiny Tadbulb look like. We found one in the past. I hate this. I really hate these waterfalls, because you can get just sucked down into them so easily. Thankfully, it doesn't, like, despawn them all. Yeah, thankfully, it doesn't despawn them. There's a few of them inside the rocks, but I think it's honestly better if we don't go look at every single one of them inside of the rocks. Because there's only going to be one or two in there. And time-wise, I think it's more valuable if we just spend it looking at the broad, larger group of everyone. Nope, okay. Not seeing a shiny Tadbulb here. Alright. Let's re-picnic. Oh, so how far are you in the Violet Nuzlocke yet? And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's get to this Tadbulb hunt. The revenge of the shiny Tadbulb. We've been on a pretty decent roll with our shinies lately. We got all of those extra phases. We got the reclaimed Satitan. Yeah, look, you just get stuck in here. Like, you can't even move. You can't even jump. I don't get why they did. I don't know. I don't like it. You look like you should be able to move. But you just can't. But it's only right near the end of the waterfalls. Okay, no, that's orange. That's not red. That's the good thing, is you just gotta look for the red tail. Because that's the only difference. They're not very... They are different, but they don't change all that much. But that's the good thing. That even though it's a very minor change, it's still pretty noticeable. And again, while we are waiting for all of them to spawn in, we can actually go look at these Palmy. No, that's not shiny. I want to leave the Ice Gym. I counted a level 50 Tatsugiri. Oh boy, that's not good. Is the Tatsugiri letting you run away? Or are you stuck in the battle with it because it's not letting you run, and Crocolore is going to get extinguished by the little Sushi Dragon of Doom? I do like Tatsugiri. I'm a big fan of, like, Beware the Silly Ones, and that is, honestly, Tatsugiri to an absolute T. It's such a silly little Sushi Dragon. Silly little Sushi Dragon. Done picnicking. Waiting for them to spawn in. That's the only thing about Outbreaks I don't like. Is it does take some time for everything to spawn in. Luckily, got a single Pokeball. Pokédoll left. I liked it, Pokeball. Yeah, honestly, Pokédolls are very helpful. You never realize how useful they are until you're stuck in a fight with something you can't fight against, and then oh no, gotta go. No, Nope, no TADBULB. Nope, 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 no red. We're just looking for that red. But yeah, this is honestly a much, much, much faster hunting method than our previous location. I think this is honestly the ideal spot for TADBULB. Well, with an outbreak at least. I know Tag Tree Forest, no outbreak, just electric sandwich is very, very good. But I like the outbreak for this one at least. For the ones that don't change much, I prefer an outbreak just because it makes it at least a little bit more tolerable and a little bit easier to spot. Well, not easier to spot, but like your odds are vastly improved. No, it's orange. Okay. Yeah, again, we just do a little bit of walking. Yeah. No, that's the same shade. Hey, Fiery, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are certainly doing very, very, very delightfully. We're just hunting for a shiny TADBULB. The little annoying tadpole of doom. But yeah, I'm honestly hoping this is not gonna end up worse than Titan. Because this is by far a better spot to hunt than we hunted the Titan. But yeah, the only thing we gotta look for is we just gotta look for that little red tail. Nope. Picnic. No internet issues fixed finally today. Nice. Bought a handheld router and worked. Very nice. That's good. Always nice when your internet issues are finally fixed. I've had a couple of those. We actually had a massive OBS issue earlier before, like, right when we started streaming. Okay, no, that's not shiny. Again, the only thing that's a little awkward is looking for the individual tails are red. But thankfully, TADBULB is... It's kind of easy to spot. Yeah, no, it's not shiny. So, Mudkip, tonight is when Big Run starts. Big Run begins tonight, correct? Or is it, like, tomorrow night? Because I thought it started yesterday night. But I guess I was wrong about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Big Run. Pommy, 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 not shiny Pommy. I did not mean to run straight into you, but I mean, it would be funny if that was a shiny. But it wasn't. Yeah, also, I have done all of my 60 knockouts. I counted them all, so we are good on our maximum odds. You know, that we are zoomed in all the way. I don't know, sometime when it comes to... Did not even see that. I don't know, sometimes when I'm, like, zoomed in, I don't think I'm zoomed in because I feel like I'm way too far away. I know in Area 0, the camera zoom in is very, very janky. It just, like, there are some where it just does not zoom in pretty much at all, and others where it zooms out, or zooms in very, very aggressively. You're not red, are you? Yeah, no, it's not red. Just had to check. Again, better safe than sorry. And again, we can just keep resetting these sandwiches even if we don't find it, so we're good. But how is everybody doing tonight? Well, not tonight, this afternoon, evening, or morning, depending on where you are in this wonderful, wonderful world. Nope, nope, nope. Climb the wall. Don't fall in the water. What? That was under the freaking rock, I call bull. I call shenanigans. Beep, beep. Alright, let's see. So, orange, orange, orange. You know what? We might as well just... Yeah, no, it's orange. Yes, they are all very, very orange. We'll go check down here, hop into the water. It could just be the shading, but we gotta check anyway. Yeah, it wasn't shiny. That was a Shining Sparkle. That was from our Iron Valiant. Yeah, that's the only tricky part. Nope. Yeah, the tricky part is just when they spawn down in here, they're a little awkward to actually see. Yeah, there's ones in the rocks, but we're not going to deal with the ones in the rocks. What Pokemon did I hunt on my main account? Sandwich method, preferably. It's a Titan. Like, I love Shiny. It's a Titan. I think you definitely enjoy Shiny hunting that one. But also, it is a bit of a hard one to hunt just because there's so many ice types that spawn where it spawns. So you get a lot of spawn interference, as we call it. But it's a very satisfying one to hunt nonetheless. Oh, this is what we like seeing. Like, that is the ideal first spawn pattern. Nope, none of them are over there. You're not shiny. No, you're not. Yeah, if we can get more like that, where there's like those freaking, like, 8 of them in one spot, that is ideal. What do you mean just reset the game? Nice. I wish you very luck on that hunting, Dominic Thomas. And also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. No Tadbulb. No bulb. No bulb. There you go. Okay, so it just seems to be if you're too close to the waterfall, it, like, locks up. You know, none of those. I think, honestly, the best way to do it is just go to the other bank and just reset there. Because that way we get, like, the cluster of them over there. Yeah, that honestly, I think that's the play. Picnic. Titan is only ice. Always thought it was... Nope, it's just ice. Yeah, it is a pure ice type. I think it's honestly better that it's pure ice, because... Ice is one of those typings where offensively it's very good, defensively it's very bad, but when you combine ice with a different typing, you get generally a lot of double weaknesses. Or you get very common double weaknesses. Because ice does have a very, you know, significant number of weaknesses. It's very difficult to find a combination that ice has with another typing that doesn't open up a weakness to it, or doesn't open up a lot of weaknesses. Like, one of the few ones is, like, Ice and Dragon. That combos together very well, because you eliminate the ice weakness on the dragon, you eliminate the fire weakness on the ice. So, it actually does pair up pretty well, but that's kind of one of the minority cases. Or you get, you know, Ice and Psychic, which, yeah, there's not a whole lot of weaknesses on there, but, you know, there's not a double weakness, but you get a lot of weaknesses. Because it's just, they don't cover each other's resistance well. Yeah, Ice Dragon is, like, probably the big one. I mean, you cover the fighting weakness to Ice with the Psychic typing, but that's just it. You only cover one. Ice Water is kind of like the other big one, but again, kind of the same thing, of it doesn't really cover that many weaknesses. Yeah, Ice is just such an awkward typing. I feel had they adjusted Ice's typing and just its resistances, it would have been so good. Like, say, it's, you know, obviously, like, a couple of weaknesses, they make sense. I feel maybe the weakness to fire can go either way. I mean, yes, it makes sense that it's weak because water does not have a high specific heat capacity, so water doesn't change temperature that quickly, but ice actually does change temperature a lot quicker than water, so that kind of makes sense. But I think that all just the weaknesses it has made it a bit of a problem. And if it didn't have so many weaknesses, then it would be much, much easier to use. Granted, nowadays we have the snow, which boosts up their physical defense, which actually makes them pretty beefy, physically speaking. So they're actually kind of terrifying. But yeah, that's kind of my favorite thing. They buffed ice with the change from hail into snow. And now you can just bring the full force power of ice types into battles and have them just start ripping things up. Because they already had what was probably the single best offensive profile of any type of any like single typing in the series. Dragon might have hit a lot of things for like very, very solid neutral damage, but neutral damage and super effective damage are two very, very, very different things. And ice hits a lot of types for super effective. It hits, I think, what, like 4 typings or 4? Yeah, it hits 4 typings for super effective damage, because fighting and ground hit tie at the most, which is they type 5. When there's only 18 typings, you're hitting pretty much a quarter. You're hitting a little less than a quarter of all typings for super effective hits. Yes, there's a lot of things that resist ice, which doesn't help. But you're still hitting a lot of like very, very terrifying typings for super effective damage. You're hitting dragon, you're hitting grass, you're hitting, well, not grass, but you're hitting ground. You're hitting flying. And then, you attack on, freeze dry, the move that is absolutely nightmare-inducing for water types, well, especially rain teams. And then you just start slapping anything that's part water. It's so good. There already is Steel Water. It's Empoleon. But it is just Empoleon. As much as I do like Empoleon, it suffers from a number of problems. It's a bit on the slow side, and I don't know. I really like Empoleon. I just don't find it the most fun to use in a story playthrough, because it doesn't really learn good moves for a very long time. Empoleon's biggest issue is it requires the use of TMs and HMs for like its water type moves, which you don't get until decently late into the game. Also, again, it is on the bit of the slower side, and being a water type that is weak to ground doesn't really help it. You're not shiny, are you? It does lose the fire weakness, yes. For a long time, I was very much a Piplup and Empoleon stan, but I don't know. I used Infernape one playthrough, because every time I play a Pokemon game, I will play through it with every single one of the starters. Like I will play. What do you mean? You mean Walking Wake and Iron Leaves? Those are just in Terra Raids. Yeah, Walking Wake and Iron Leaves are in level 5 Terra Raids right now. They are only in one. You can only catch one of them per save file. Yeah, they're not DLC. They're just like Terra Raid event things. It's very similar to like the free Galarian Slowpoke they gave people when they announced the Sword and Shield DLC back in whenever the first year that Sword and Shield was out. Well, the Pokemon Presents after Sword and Shield was released. Okay, no, it's not shiny. Yeah, they're just in Terra Raids. Hey, Goldie, how you doing? Yeah, you just have to beat the Terra Raid and catch it. You can only catch one, though. Oh, no, you can get it right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have until, I believe it is the 12th to get them, and they're not that hard. They're only level 5s. They're not level 6s or even level 7 raids. So they're not that hard to just join with randos. Pretty easy. Anyways, all right. See you, Dominic. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Camera, stop freaking out. I need to look at all of the TADBulb. Nope, no shiny. Reset. Okay, I want to get one of the Gen 5 games this year. I grew up with the anime for Gen 5 and also played Teachers with Dad, Fave Mon, Slash Was Line, or Gen 5. I think, yeah, I'd recommend it. I personally think Generation 5, like, Black and White is better than Black 2, White 2, but I know, like, both of them are absolutely amazing games. I cannot recommend Generation 5 enough. It is my favorite generation before this came out, and even then, I still kind of wrestle with myself here and there on which one I think is better. So I cannot say enough good things about it. And thank you very much. We do need the good luck for the Tadbulb hunt. We do very much need the good luck. I think we have... Yeah, we got like... Really? We've got... Right, we had to reconnect the stream thing. That's why. For those who don't know, when we were starting up the stream, OBS kind of crashed. And thankfully we were able to resume the stream. Alright, nope. Not there. No, not quite enough room. That's fine. Picnic. Like 50 eggs on my Minior hunt is going off well. Started hunting it because one of my favorite Pokemon. I know, I love Minior too. Roswell the Minior. Absolute hero when it came to my playthrough of Ultra Moon. I have nothing but good things to say about Roswell. Because that was when I would nickname my Pokemon on my teams. There was Roswell the Minior, Venomous the Salazzle, Ryu the Komodo. Pretty sure it was Hawkeye the Decidueye. Yeah, Roswell the Minior. Peekaboo the Mimikyu. And I forget the last member of the team. What are your thoughts on Black and White? I wouldn't mind it, Jared, honestly. I don't mind the style that BDSP was. I actually very much enjoyed the style of game that BDSP was, because it fixed a lot of the issues in the original games. So, like, I don't really mind the art style. I honestly found, like, the chibi very charming, all things considered. I know a lot of people didn't like it, and I can definitely see why people didn't like it. But I just found it, like, kind of charming. I would say Minior is very underrated, but also properly rated, because a lot of people would love doing, like the power of mental... I think, White Herb. They would do White Herb, Shell Smash, Minior, and then just start absolutely blasting through things. Because, like, Minior's terrifying. You get a Minior properly set up, it will just absolutely shred. Because it hits so freaking hard. Well, not hit so freaking hard, but it can hit very hard after it sets up a Shell Smash. Okay, no, those are not red. I always have to, like, double, triple look at these. Because, again, the change is very small. And in, like, the relatively early light that we got right now, the game can play tricks on you. Minior is very terrifying. I love it. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. We do a little Minior. Not Minior. We do a little Tadbulb hunting. We do also have a Minior shiny hunt, Masuda method, from Generation 7. Probably going to get back to doing that sometime. I still haven't figured out when we're going to be doing that again. Alright, let's... Nope. Not... Nope. Not you, not you. Wait. No, it's orange. Okay. That is orange. Totally get Black and White too. Could. But, like, Pokemon games are expensive these days. Yeah, those games in particular are egregiously expensive. I've seen the Unova games going for, like, between $100 to $300. They're not easy to get a hold of. Which is why I'm glad that I have Black and White. I'm pretty sure I have both Black and White. And then I have one of Black and White 2. I think I'm just missing the other game. So like if I have White 2 version, I don't have Black 2. And if I have Black 2, I don't have White 2. I forget which one it actually is. Yeah, so big runs today, right, Mudkip? It's like it's later tonight, right? I'm blaming Nintendo. I had a DS. Would have gotten Pokemon, but they suck at advertising. Not really. They actually did advertise Black and White pretty well. They advertised pretty well. It was just that around the time of Black and White's release, the DSi was like a known thing. Like, not the DSi, like the 3DS was like a known thing. Never really. So you I don't think that's really. I remember seeing like ads of the Pokemon games all the time when I was younger. Like I remember seeing like the Dialga Palkia special pre-order stylus, which I always wanted one of those. I never got one, and you know, years later, I still really like them. 7 p.m. EST. Okay. Yeah, I thought it started yesterday. But it turns out I was wrong about that. Well, at least I'll be able to get in a little bit of big run tonight before I have to start practicing for... I have to start scrimming for my other draft league matches tonight. Well, the draft battle is probably going to be like Sunday. But I want to like scrim and prep in advance. Thought there were anime in the cards, but the only way to experience the Pokemon got TCG. You've never got his. Wow, that's a little surprising, Mudkip. Like I remember getting those ads, the anime, like not the anime, the game ads all the freaking time. Strange. No Tadbulb shiny yet. How much longer? We got 3 minutes left on the sandwich, and then we just go for a reset. Tadbulb, stop being a shoe. Tadbulb, you can stop being a shoe now. Nope. Nope. Not seeing that. Not seeing you there. Big night. I don't even remember my team from Ultra Moon. Wow, Malamar was crazy. Contra Superpower. Yeah, like, Superpower in... I mean, just contrary in any self-debuffing move is kind of insane. That's why for a long time, back when Spindo was in VGC, there was contrary spin to skill swap onto something like Arcanine. You're not red, are you? You're orange. Yeah, it was like you would contrary skill swap Spinda into Arcanine, and then Arcanine would just use close combat. So that it would boost both of its defenses. But since Spinda is no longer in the game, and until it returns to the game, we're not going to be seeing that contrary skill swap shenanigans. Because it was the only Pokemon that got contrary and got skill swap, from what I recall. Oh, nice! Got a shiny Vespiquen. Very nice. That was an annoying one to get for me. I know I beat Ultra Moon. I just don't remember... I don't even think I beat the Elite Four in Moon. Wow. Honestly, I still say that Ultra Moon was better than regular Sun and Moon. It is the only way to experience Alola, is with Ultra Alola. Ultra Alola, Superior Alola. Because, like, it's the same game, just better told. As well as with a bit of a better storyline. I prefer the characterization they gave Lusamine in Ultra rather than just her being a psycho bitch. Like, because in regular Sun and Moon, you can boil down Lusamine's character to because she's crazy, is the reason she's doing everything. But at the very least, when it comes to Ultra Sun and Moon, she's unhinged, and there is definitely, like, mental problems developing, but she's not, like, full-blown just because she's crazy. There is definitely, like, an unhealthy mindset, but she's like working to correct that after you beat the game. It's like it's I like the way they handle it better. Because again, it isn't just because she's crazy. This is what we like seeing. This is like the nice big grouping. This is what we need when it comes to the spawns. Wish we could get more of them. I refuse to use emulators to play Gen 5, but want to play on this. Thank you. Thank you, Mudkip. Finally, someone else that has that. That is my entire mindset. Because, like, the point of the system is that way. The only time I will ever emulate a game, and I don't do this anymore, was, like, if it was the only possible way to do something with a series. Like, that was why, when it came to playing Metroid Zero Mission, that was why when we did Metroid Zero Mission, that was emulator. Because there was no other way to get it. When possible, I will always buy the game. Which honestly is part of the reason I am debating getting like the bigger Nintendo Switch Online, where it's like it's $50 a year, but I can play Metroid Fusion, and I can play a bunch of other games because I really want to replay Metroid Fusion. That game was super fun. And I gotta say, a number of my issues when I was playing that game for the channel was actually down to having to run an emulator for it, because the emulator just could not keep up with the game. There was a number of bosses where the game just, no, I can't handle this, no, it just slowed the hell down. Now that being said, if I were to come out at the point and either sell myself for a game or emulate, I'd probably mod the DS just to put ROMs on there, but I hate that too, but I'll still, at least then, it's like, you're still using it on the actual hardware. Like, you're still playing it on the DS. But, I mean, the best way if you can't do it is, like, try to see if, like, someone can loan you a copy of it to play. Because that's what one of my friends did with Platinum a couple of years ago with me, was I had sold my Pokemon Platinum version, and I wanted to replay Platinum. So, like, he, moved all of his stuff off his Platinum version and, gave it to me to play for, like, 3-4 weeks. And I gave it back to him at the end of it. It was a good time. But yeah, like, honestly, I would love to replay Metroid Fusion. I enjoy the Metroid games. I think I mentioned this a few days ago, but recently I was replaying Metroid Samus Returns, Metroid Samus Returns, in preparation for us doing Metroid Dread. And it was that playing that again got me like super psyched up again for playing Metroid, because I actually compared my completion time of like 100%ing the game in my first playthrough. My first playthrough I have saved on that file, and I like will never delete that. So I know how long it took me. It took me like 15 hours. It took me over 15 hours to do everything in that. And my most recent file that I played was a little over like 9.5 hours. So like I've dramatically shaved off like how much time it took me to beat that game. In terms of like, that's not including like lost time, because anytime you die in Metroid, it boots you back to your last save point. The playtime you had that you lost essentially is not saved. Which I actually like that. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do a Metroid game where I get, like, the absolute best ending, unless I do, like, sequence break shenanigans. Now, I'm going to die on this hill. Scarlet and Violet would have been the best game if these weren't... I don't know. I don't really think, like, the performance issues were that bad with Scarlet Violet. Like, immersion breaking, I definitely say that there is something to be had with those being problematic. But, I don't know, I never really noticed anything like lag being an issue, because It's just lag is a fundamental part of an open game. You know, with a game like this, like even a game like Breath of the Wild slows down. Even Legends, like Legends had a lot worse lag issues than this game. Nope, not safe. Bye night. Yeah, everyone does have, like, their own, like, stance and opinions on things. I don't really see... I never really was bothered by it too much, but I do understand why some people are bothered by the performance issues. Right, there, creative mode, pickle, cucumber, yellow, 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 and then salty, salty, little brick. I'm surprised I got a copy of Platinum, only $18. It's a complete copy, and it's legit. I guess the seller just found their copy in a drawer somewhere and didn't know what it was. Yeah! That's more often than not what it ends up being, is people just find games, they have no idea what they're worth, and they just, like, sell it. Which is good for, like, you know, collectors, because, like, yeah, we get it on the cheap side. But also kind of feels bad for the people who are buying it, because the people who are selling it, because they just don't know what it's worth. But, I mean, they didn't check what it was, like, going for in general, so I say their loss is our gain. You could see the lag sometimes when I went about it. Yeah. Like, lag is a thing that happens, like, in all games. You know, performance issues and lag, as well as glitches, are something inherent to literally every game in existence. It's just how minimized things are. I was surprised a copy of Moon I got at Christmas had a save with a literal legit shiny Tapu Koko on it. Was that the Cherish Ball one? Because, yeah, that was the event one where if you participated in competitive at a certain time, you got a shiny of all the Tapu. Sparkle Power Electric. But other than that, there was no way of getting shiny Tapus aside from the competitive giveaway event. I'm going to sell my GameCube. I bought it to get Coliseum, but the game Blue is worth more than the GameCube, so I'm going to sell the GameCube and see if I can... I wouldn't sell a GameCube. Like, I honestly think the GameCube is probably worth a lot more. And, like, if you keep it in good condition, it probably will go for more in a couple of years. Like, nostalgia-wise, I think it's going to go for a lot. Like, I still have mine. And I take very good care of it. Because, like, I know in probably, like, 20 years, that thing is going to sell for, like, some solid chunk of change. Because there's going to be... Well, then again, there's going to be collectors. There's going to be people who want them again, just for, like, nostalgia purposes. Plus, just, like, also, I'm just sentimental on my GameCube. Like, I have a lot of just fun memories of playing, like, games on the GameCube. Yeah, I fondly remember the way my brother and I got Mewtwo in Smash Melee. Because you have to play, what, like 8 hours of brawls in order to unlock Mewtwo. Okay, so here's what we did. We left the GameCube running overnight in a timerless stock match. And we just went to bed. It was just... So basically, for 8 hours, my brother and my character were just staring at each other. For, like, just 8 hours. Just doing nothing. And that's how we unlocked Mewtwo. I always remember that. It was so dumb. But, like, that was kind of the shenanigans we got up to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody did. Like, because 8 hours of brawls is a really long time. You win on the Great Plateau and leave the Great Plateau, the game freezes for a few seconds. Yeah, because you're probably not supposed to be able to leave the Great Plateau that like, before everything loads in. Because, like, it's still loading the tutorial area, everything. So, like, the game is just, like, it's not ready to load everything. Yeah, it's like, I enjoy those things. Really? Or is that legit nice? Is it in a Cherish Ball, though? Like, you check, like, where it's from, how it was encountered, and like, mostly the Pokeball it's in. Because, like, if it's in the Cherish Ball, that's probably legit. Because I'm pretty sure, because I got the Tapu Lele. Because that was the only one that I, no, it was, no, I think it was either Tapu Lele or Tapu Fini. I forget which one it actually was. Okay, so yeah, that's the event one. Well, not as the event, but it was the giveaway one for participating in competitive, and then doing a certain number of matches. Yeah, I have my Fini. I'm pretty sure it was Tapu Fini. From that. Never used it. The Melee Melee Island? What do you mean the Melee Melee Island one? The Super Smash Bros. Melee Melee Island? I always called that place Super Smash Bros. Island just because it's just Melee Melee. I know it's probably not pronounced Melee Melee, it's like probably like Melee Melee. But I read it as Melee Melee, and it's just, okay, it's Super Smash Bros. Island. You cannot change my mind on that. Also, again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Today, the Nintendo Switch is Breath of the Wild's 6th birthday. Breath of the Wild came out on the Switch release day? Huh. Neat. Yeah, I didn't have a Switch for the first several years. I think I got mine, like, 2 years after it was released. Well, like, probably like 2.5, so. No, maybe it was more than that. Maybe I had it longer? I actually don't remember. That's not shiny, is it? Wait. I don't think it's shiny. Okay, no, it's not shiny. Just had to check. Might be the fact that you're traveling at Mach 10 off the Great Plateau. Maybe. Probably something to do with that, Mudkip. Game cannot handle absolute Mach 10. And really it was. Okay, I guess it was March 1st. Interesting. Yeah, again, it shows how much I know about, like, the Switch's early life cycle. Yeah, 2017 was when I was at college for the first time. That was my first semester at college. Well, no. No, I was still in high school at that time. Yeah, I was still in high school, but that was also sort of like the dark ages of my very anti-Nintendo mind. So that was those were the dark times. The dark times. I don't enjoy thinking of those times. I'm very glad that, like, I moved on from that. That was emo Edge Maxis is not someone I am proud of. Melee Melee Island Shiny Tapu Koko. Alright. Give me my shiny. You're not shiny, are you? Yeah, no, it wasn't shiny. That's what it matched to. Okay. Alright, yes it was. Yeah, I never got the earlier ones, so I only had the one, and I don't really remember all that much about, like, the conditions for it. But yeah. Where's the shiny? Where the freak is the shiny? I just want my sparkles. I just want my freaking sparkly toad thingy. Well, not toad, my freaking sparkly tadpole. So give me. No. Nope. Alright then. But how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. I know I'm doing well. Delete. How about we go and look? Yeah, I want to try and see... I want to experiment to see how I can sort of force that very clustered spawn pattern we got of, like, those 8 Tadbulb on the other outcropping. Because that's great if we can get that again and again and again. I mean, even these, like, you know, clusters of 4 or so, it's still very good because it's an easy check on all of them. Because the best part is I can just compare the Tadbulb, like, tails to the ones next to it. If they look at all similar, okay, well, I know those aren't shiny then. Unless, like, all of them are shiny, which they're not. So we can just use that to basically easily do it. Delete. Hop back over. Nope. Nope. Yeah, honestly, like, Bellybolt's outbreaks probably would have been the better way of hunting it, but I didn't get a Bellybolt outbreak today. I just got this one. Yeah, the plan was either hunt Bellybolt or hunt another outbreak of Tadbulb, and we got the Tadbulb first. So I decided we'll go Tadbulb. Dun, 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 dun. I love the sound of multiple of the exclamation points going off at the same time. It's a very amusing sound. It's a very, very amusing sound. Well, the online thing saw $26 black 2 white 2 on the same cartridge. It's def 100% legit would be fake. Yep. Not at all fake at all possibility, Mudkip. That is a definite 100% legit cartridge that has 2 games on it. Oh, I don't get how people can try and get away with something that's like that blatant. I mean, they must get away with it because obviously it makes money. I mean, I guess it also could be that there are some people that don't mind if it's not a legit copy. But, I mean, for me, it's like, I prefer a legit card. I mean, I will not play a fake cartridge. That was actually a big issue when it came to looking for Heart Gold and Soul Silver cartridges, was we had to find legitimate cartridges of them. Because this was around the time the fake cartridges were kind of being a thing that were widespread, and the way we had to check for if it was a legit cartridge or not was both the color of the cartridge itself, but also we had to look at the actual alignment of the sticker. You know, if the sticker was like a little bit diagonally, then we knew it was a fake one. So it was a lot of the sorting through all the cartridges that were online. Not a fun thing, but we did end up getting both of them legitimately. Unless you hyperanalyze it, you're gonna get the whole thing, but nope. Fine print says case only. You don't mention only the case of the very end of the listing. Oh my gosh, that's so degenerate. Like, again, that gets people, because then they can sell the game and they can sell the cartridge separately and just make a crap ton of money. It's stupid degenerate. And they deserve to be defenestrated for that. Done. Come on, give me my Tadbulb. So how many sandwiches do you guys think it will take before we get this shiny Tadbulb? Like, do you guys think it's going to be this sandwich? Do you think it's going to be the next sandwich? Do you think it's going to be the one after that? Or do you guys just think we're not going to get it today? Because, like, we've had some shiny hunts where we go for an outbreak and we just do not find the shiny at all. Yeah, I am glad that I said, you know, we're not going to do a Greninja hunt. I mean, it was mostly, I just didn't collect the Greninja eggs. So we're just going to be hunting other stuff. 17 sandwiches. Don't even joke about that, Mudkip. Don't you even freaking joke about that. Because, like, it would end up worse than the frickin' Karkadet hunt, and I hope it's not. Like, when it comes to pure odds, our worst shiny hunt has been that Karkadat hunt. We went well over 10 odds before I eventually got my first shiny. But because, you know, it's sandwich hunting in Scarlet Violet, it only took probably, like, a few hours. You know, it didn't take that long, realistically speaking. It's not, you know, like Ho-Oh, we're 5 times over odds for Dynamax Adventures, and it's taken us over a year. Still haven't gotten the shiny Ho-Oh, though. Still haven't gotten the Shoebird. You know, we're probably going to find a freaking Pawmi shiny before we find it. That's just how the game's going to go. Why are we not... Where are the Tadbulb? I guess the spawns initially are further away from you than... Oh, there we go. There's the group of them. Tadbulb. So I guess when it comes to resetting, the best way of doing it is actually be away from where you want them to spawn in. At first. Okay. Why can I buy a legit complete copy of Japanese White 2 for $20, including shipping, yet I lose bad condition black from the US, which is like $1 million? I don't know. I think the reason for that is there are more buyers for the English versions than there are for the Japanese versions, because, like, probably predominantly more players speak English than speak Japanese. But I actually know people who specifically buy the Japanese copies just to play them earlier. But I also think the Japanese ones are, like, region locked, aren't they? Like, you need a Japanese DS to play it. I think, anyways. I could be wrong on that. Which is why, like, I'm glad I kind of, like, got rid of, like, the region locking. Unless it was, like, just a PAL thing. Which it might have been, like, a specific PAL thing. Oh, wait, okay, they were locked. Okay. I was like, I had a feeling it was something to do with that. But yeah, they go for so much more money. It's ridiculous. But again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Hey, Sly Guy, how are you doing? One of the mods, please go grab Sly's link. How you been, my man? How has your Elite Battle League battles been going and treating you, my friend, Mr. Sly? You're not shiny, are you? I don't think you're shiny. Nope, you're not shiny. But how you doing, Sly? How you doing? Hope you doing fine and dandy. We're doing okay. We're just slowly losing our sanity hunting this stupid thing. Yeah. Yes, the boomer has spawned into chat, Mudkip. I almost said Mudkip go grab his link, but I was like, nah, I didn't do that because, like, reasons. The boomer has spawned in. Boomer acquired. Good. Edited in my week 2 match. Nice. How did it go? Don't say who won or who lost. Just say, did it go well or did it go not well? I'm curious. Because I'm very proud of. I'm pleased with my performance in this game. Hey, Kayla, thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, Game 1, week 1 was just painful. Editing that fight caused me physical pain. Okay, thank you. Remember, Sly, I'm smooth brain. I'm very, very smooth brain. I'm looking forward to when EBL moves over to Scarlet and Violet. My only worry, though, when it comes to it moving over to Scarlet and Violet is I have a feeling like Cleavor and Hisuian Samurott are going to be like freaking round 1 picks no matter what, because those two are absolutely insane. Like, do you know how Stone Axe and Ceaseless Edge work, Sly? At least, like, in Scarlet Violet? Because we were talking about this a few streams ago, but, like, it's insane. My battle was worse. My battle was the only one that went to timer. I think a couple of them went to timer. Yeah, same. But it's also, like, Stone Axe is horrifying. Because Stone Axe is a physical stab rock move that is basically 100 power on Cleavor when you account for sharpness boosting it, and it will always set up stealth rocks. So, like, no taunt, no magic bounce, no, like, any way of shutting down that setup. And I don't think, like, much other than maybe, like, Kyogre can shut it down. Oh, there's a couple of them. I can actually tell you how a couple of moves actually work, because they actually changed them. Hey, nice work, Jakey. Why are you feeling well? What's the good feeling about Jakey? But yeah, like, also, come on, please go grab Jakey XY's link, please. But yeah, like, the freaking Hisuian moves, they're kind of bonkers. Stone Axe always sets up stealth rocks and has a high critical hit chance. Ceaseless Edge always sets up spikes, has a high critical hit chance, both are boosted by sharpness. Chloroblast is just a grass-type clone of Steel Beam. Victory Dance is a physical version of Quiver Dance. Shelter, Hisuian Gudra's move, is a clone of Iron Defense now. Infernal Parade is, like, slightly improved Hex. It still has, like, the double damage on a status enemy, but it also has the burn chance, which is the same. It actually is unchanged from Legends. The big buff that came was freaking triple arrows, and I've mentioned triple arrows before. The triple arrows change. It's now no longer 50 base power. It's now 90 base power. A 30% chance of dropping the target's physical defense. And a boosted critical hit rate. In addition to one more effect. 30% flinch chance. Terrifying. Yeah, Ursaluna looks terrifying. The only thing about Ursaluna, though, that I don't think is going to be too much of a problem is Scald is no longer present, and in the EBL, items are not allowed, so Flame Orb Facade is not going to happen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Flame Orb Facade, that is exactly right. Yeah, Flame Orb Facade. I feel like Ursaluna would be a bigger threat if Scald was still as present as it is. There's only one Pokemon now that gets Scald, and I have no idea when they're even going to bring in Volcanion. Yeah, exactly. It would be a different game altogether. But yeah, like, Triple Arrows Decidueye is going to be a horror show, provided you can get its speed right. Like, if you can get it to outspeed enough things, or, like, set up Trick Room for it in singles, that thing is going to run through stuff. It's got 30% chance to flinch, 30% chance to drop defense, 90 base power with a high critical hit chance. It is literally, in every way, a better version of Leaf Blade. And it also gets Scrappy, so it can hit Ghost types. I don't think Sleep procs Guts. I believe both Sleep and Freeze do not activate Guts. It's just Poison, Badly Poison, Burn, and Paralysis. Because Sleep works a bit differently. Same of Freeze. But yeah, if Rest Talk worked like that, that would be insane. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to EBL Scarlet Violet. You're not shiny, are you? No, you're not shiny. Yeah, I get Cleavor, in my opinion. No, I think those two are kind of exempt from it, because under normal conditions, you're not really allowed to attack with it. But I would recommend double checking. Again, it could work. I don't think it does, though. Because it's a very weird interaction. Because I feel like I remember doing something like this when it came to another league, and it didn't work the way we expected it to. Yeah, Earthring of Violite looks terrifying. Like, I think this is the first time since Scizor that we have, like, a Violite offense user. It's terrifying. Yeah, EBL Scarlet Violet's gonna be horrifying. I'm looking forward to it, though. Like, I think it's really gonna be fun. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, like, the Paradox Pokemon, I don't think are gonna be that big of a problem. Because, like, they need a specific terrain to be, you know, at their full power, or they need the booster energy. And the energy booster is gonna be locked out. So, like, honestly, like, Pincurchin's gonna become a hero for anyone using, like, future Paradoxes. Like, imagine, like, Pincurchin is gonna be meta. That's gonna be hilarious. Bisharp, I haven't really seen Bisharp Eviolite. I think the only issue with, like, Bisharp Eviolite is Bisharp is a bit on the slower side, where, like, Ursaring, at least has, like, a decent speed stat. Also, Bisharp does have, like, a lot of weaknesses. But I feel like Bisharp with Eviolite is still terrifying, because, like, you've got Defiant, you've got Sucker Punch, you just got, like, a lot of terrifying stuff. I hope I get Jakey Meta game reviews in my lineup next season. Why? Why is that? Why is that? Sly. King Gambit has the following thing. Yeah, like, King Gambit is gonna be a late game cleaner. There's gonna be a lot of just interesting stuff. Also, guys, again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's get rolling over into nighttime. Nope. Come on, give me my shiny. Yeah, I really think that Miraidon, like, when it comes to the legendary pick, Miraidon, I think, is gonna be the insta pick. Like, Miraidon is point blank the best of the restricted legendaries, and, like, Koraidon's not bad. Koraidon is very, very not bad. But you don't get the same kind of aggressive boost that Electro Drift receives on Electric Terrain. Because Electro Drift is boosted by Hydron Engine and the Electric Terrain. Whereas Crash Course is not boosted by Sun. You only have Orichalcum Pulse's boost going for it. Let's go FDG. I feel like my lineup this season is insanely easy compared to a lot of people's. I'll have to give your league look a little bit of a look over. Your league lineup a look over. Actually, let me go do that, like, right now. EBL. What is your team again, Sly? Because like, just like for ease of thing, are you in the Mega Conference or the Dynamax Conference? I feel like you're in Dynamax Conference. I think I looked at that last time. Cause I'm pretty sure I was in the Mega Conference. Dynamax Conference teams. Picnic. I love how, like, you guys on your end did not, like, nickname any of your stuff. San Antonio Espers. Division. Are you? Oh yeah, you are in my lineup. Oh yeah, you are. I don't know. You got Kyogre, dude. You've got freaking Kyogre, which has Rain, Stab, and Thunder. Like, you've got Kyogre. You have Kyogre, you have Scizor. And it's like, why are you worried about not having a good lineup? Kyogre is just insane. I would say next to Landon's Zacian, your Kyogre is the single most aggressive power Pokemon in the entire format. And even then, I would say debatably it's better than Zacian. Because, I mean, actually, now that you have Kyogre, I think I can kind of, like, freely mention it. The only thing Kyogre is really afraid of is Gastrodon. Because, like, any other Water Absorb user, they're Water type, so they get blasted by Thunder. But Gastrodon is immune to Thunder, and it's immune to any of your Water moves. I remember from my, I think it was like Series 12 prep, that a Gastrodon under all conditions, barring Lucky Freezes and Lucky Crits from Kyogre, will always beat Kyogre, even if the Gastrodon has 0 investment. Like, Gastrodon is literally the only thing that Kyogre is afraid of. Remember no slash one. Nice. Club of the classic Groudon versus Kyogre. I'm terrified of Mike the Quick's team for my Week 3 opponent. Let me look at Mike's team. What is Mike the Quick's team? Is he Dynamax Conference? Team reviews, Pidge, Hermit. There we go. Mike. Incineroar, Zeraora, Cinderace, Groudon, Dracovish, Azumarill. I don't know. I feel like Dracovish and Groudon do not mix well together. Unless he's going to capitalize on you bringing in Rain to punish you for bringing Rain. I don't know. I don't think that the Groudon and the Dracovish mesh well. I also just noticed you both have Azumarill in your lineups. So this is Azumarill versus Azumarill. If you think Kyogre is good, just wait till you see him as Zygarde next week. Oh boy! Oh boy, Zygarde. I mean, again, I think that Kyogre, in, like, all things held equal, I think Kyogre is the second most aggressive Pokemon in the entire format in terms of a pure damage output perspective, just because you have the Rain, you have Thunder. Only something like Gastrodon is really safe from it. Yeah, that's actually pretty much the entire reason I picked both Ferrothorn and Kartana for my team. I didn't want 2 of the best grass types going up against Gastrodon. Yeah, that's sort of a peek behind the team prep. That's the entire reason I picked them. Was I know what Kartana is very capable of doing, and I knew it would rip and tear right through Gastrodon. And, like, I don't want to get rip and torn through Gastrodon, because Gastrodon's a hero. Yeah, Groudon is very much a threat, but I think I think all things held equal. No, it's all good, Jakey. It's all good. Yeah, I think Groudon's gonna be an interesting matchup. I think it's gonna really come down to speed matchups for that. Because when it comes to weather, the slower the lower speed Pokemon is the one that sets the weather. So, say your Kyogre is faster than his Groudon. Groudon's Sun is what takes priority. Well, not priority. The Groudon's Sun is what activates second. So, Sun is on the field when your Rain gets eliminated. And you're kind of going to get obliterated by that Groudon then. Because this also was one that I kind of remember from my brother's Groudon. Like, this was my brother's Groudon many, many, many years ago. He had a Groudon that he taught Thunder and Solar Beam to, just to hit Kyogre either weather. Yeah. Yeah, the Gastrodon was, like, the Gastrodon was, like, the pocket win condition. The Gastrodon was the play. It was like, I need to keep Gastrodon on the field. Well, I need to keep Gastrodon in just enough to do one thing. There were pretty much 4 Pokemon that Gastrodon's role was to eliminate. well, as in, like, 4 as in 1 or more of those 4. If it didn't manage to beat all 4 of them, that's perfectly fine. Even, like, taking out 1 or 2 of them was good. Because I built this team that I brought against you to have multiple answers to multiple Pokemon. So I had, like, layers of redundancy. But in the event that 1 or 2 of them got taken out before they could take out, like, the one of the things they're meant to beat, then they were going to be an issue. Yeah, I'm going to make sure my Kyogre isn't fully speed invested. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the super awkward thing about Groudon versus Kyogre. That Groudon wins that fight if Sun is up, I'm pretty sure. Because your water moves are weakened, and you have to rely on, like, non-stab ice moves, which are not nearly as powerful. And they can just go full-out Precipice Blades on you, or it can, Solar Beam your ass. I am sad, though, that Groudon does not get Solar Blade, but I think it not getting Solar Blade is a mercy on all of us that don't run Groudon. Because, like, Solar Blade Groudon is a terrifying thought. Because, yeah, physical grass Solar Beam onto water types. Death. Me when I say Jay, nice. Yeah, Groudon is going to be... It's going to be a fight. Like, this is going to be a proper Hoenn showdown. I bet Landon is just going crazy. I bet Landon's going to just go absolute crazy when he's watching that replay. Just, it's Hoenn all over again. Yeah, I do like, though, how Groudon is, like, 11 feet tall. It's tiny. Groudon is freaking short. It's like, yeah, no, it's like portrayed as like this Godzilla-sized thing. No, it's just tiny. But yeah, now it's time to get working on planning for It's Really Timmy B's fight. That is, I don't know, the Timmy B fight, I think is almost gonna be like pseudo foreshadowing for some later stuff, because Timmy's team, there's ambiguity. There is some stuff about his team that scares me. So I'm actually going to start prepping my week 3 right as we speak, giving a new trailer for the Pokemon anime. Not really. I don't pay attention to the anime. It's like, I don't know. Here's the weird thing about me with the Pokemon anime. Until they make, like, a protagonist of the anime that, I guess, like, plans consistently and intelligently. I guess, like, the best way of like, phrasing it is, when we get, like, a Pokemon anime protagonist that sort of is the same, I guess, like, personality way of doing things, like, say, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I don't really think I'm ever gonna, like, be too invested in the anime, because I don't like winning because of, like, the power of friendship and just believing in things. I like the strategy and, like, characters winning because of, like, strategy and preparations. Which, I mean, granted, that's because that's kind of how I play my games. Like, I will go and I will strategize to insanity. Sorry, did we break concentration? Stop spamming. Ah, yes, Nightbot. Nightbot, stop being a show. How dare you delete a boo message. Ah, fun. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they kind of had the protagonist, like, strategize and plan a little bit more, I would probably enjoy it. But they kind of just, like, brute force their way through things. And it kind of takes a lot of it out of me. That's why I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, yeah, I know at the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! They actually say, oh yeah, the reason why, like, the Pharaoh always draws the card he needs is because he legitimately, his will is so powerful, it overpowers fate, and he can will himself to draw the card he needs by influencing fate. Yeah, but he draws the card he needs, not the card that will give him the win. He still needs to know how to use the card and, like, how to properly do things. it isn't just he gets an auto win. He has to actually plan and actually, like, play it right, which I like. Like, that's why, like, my favorite part of the Pokemon anime was that Heracross sleep talk against the Darkrai. I know so many people hate that Tobias fight. So many people I know hate the fight against Tobias, but I really love that fight just because that is absolute intelligent planning. I'm going up against a Darkrai, a thing that puts Pokemon to sleep. Okay, well, I have Heracross, a bug fighting type, which, by typing, beats both, which beats dark types. I can teach this thing Sleep Talk. So that way, I can beat his Darkrai at its own sleep game and use that to punish him. So it's like, I like that. That is what I really, really like. And I wish we got more moments of that. Like, if there were more moments like that, I would adore the anime. But, like, we don't get those moments. Because Ash just smooth brains the vast majority of the series, which is why I don't like, you know, anime's version of Ash. He just colossal smooth brains. Like, I love that Tobias fight. Yeah, bro, kind of, like, yeah, he brought a mythical to a fight, and he brought a Latios too. But the thing that I find hilarious is how much people hate the Tobias fight, but that was literally what we did to the Elite Four when we were younger. We just brought in, like, the most powerful Pokemon we could find and just smacked the Elite Four with ridiculous overcharged stats. So, like, we hate Tobias for doing the same thing we did when we were younger. Because, like, let's be real. If you were in Tobias's position, would you not do the same thing? Like, you have Darkrai. Would you not just do Dark Void spam on literally everything in existence? I know I would. Because it just works. Like, it works. You use what works because it's good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, Darkrai also is just kind of insane. It's got a great move pool. The only issue Darkrai really suffers from is really, like, well, I mean, the nerf to Dark Void. But also that, like, there are a lot of other, like, really fast things. So, like, it's kind of got outspeed by some stuff. I mean, also, it's banned competitively. It's banned in VGC, which, I mean, Darkrai banned in VGC, back when original Dark Void was a thing, understandable. But, like, nerf Dark Void, no, they over-nerfed, boy. They over-nerfed Darkrai way too hard. Though, I feel in the modern day and age, with Prankster no longer working on dark types, Darkrai would be way too strong. Because, like, yeah, you can't use Taunt on it anymore. Because, like, Prankster users cannot just priority taunt it. Because dark types are immune to priority. Or, oh, I just thought of something absolutely disgusting, but it would be impossible to do. If you could somehow skill swap Prankster onto Darkrai, so that way you could just have priority Dark Void. What do you do at that point? What do you do against priority Dark Void? But I don't think that would work. Well, I mean, we know it wouldn't work. Because you can't use a status move on a dark type, even your own ally dark type, so it just wouldn't affect it. The only way to do it would be if you suppressed abilities with something like neutralizing gas, and then did the skill swap shenanigans. Problem with Tobias, he has zero personality. He literally just exists to eliminate Ash as a Deus Machina. Yeah, that's the only issue. Is that, like, Tobias? Well, the thing is, though, I feel Tobias could have worked if they established him earlier in the series. Like, throughout the entirety of Diamond and Pearl, you heard about, like, this guy with a Darkrai that was just sweeping through every gym in existence with a Darkrai. And, like, you set him up. Then just, nope, he's gonna know what to destroy. Yeah, I like what they did with him, but also, again, literally what Tobias did is literally what we do in the main games when we were younger. So in a way, we're kind of hating on, like, our younger selves. Which, I mean, I despise younger me. So, I guess that makes sense. That math checks out. Hear me out. A leader with burst bombs and tenta-missiles. Fun. Yeah, it's sad that Darkrai now has to resort to using Hypnosis instead of Dark Void. Because, like, the weird thing about the Dark Void nerf is Dark Void would only have been a problem in doubles, and then when they removed Dark Void access from Smeargle by locking Dark Void to only be usable by Darkrai, then the nerf no longer was necessary to nerf the accuracy. So it's just weird. I'm sad. But, like, I don't need to use but also, like, Darkrai is banned competitively in VGC, so why is it a problem? So why was the accuracy an issue? It would be a fun kit to play. Yeah. I'm not sure how well it would work, though, because... Holy crap, that's a lot of Tadbulb. Why can we not get, like, these cluster spawns more often like that? Those are the cluster spawns I really want. The only issue I think with that is just charging up the tenta-missiles would be a little awkward. Because, like, it doesn't turf cover that well. Well, turf cover quickly. But yeah, they didn't have to need the Ousty to drop the Smeargle. Yeah. Like, that's the only issue, is just, like, the Smeargle limitation and the Dark Void. That's why I think they did the accuracy nerf. Then they realized they could just remove it from Smeargle, and they never went back and fixed the accuracy. Because, like, you can't call it by metronome. Because it still fails. Like, only Darkrai can use this move. Then again, the E-Leader wouldn't get 10 of that. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Yes, Mudkip is here. Mudkip is everywhere. Mudkip is everywhere at all times. Mudkip is everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. Have you improved on Mario Kart? I never played Mario Kart myself. I don't know, it's not my kind of game. But how's everyone doing though? Hopefully everyone is doing good. Ooh, these cluster spawns are what we are looking for. No. I really wish I could get more of these cluster spawns. Like, these are what we need when it comes to our shiny hunting. We need those cluster spawns, but we're not getting any of them. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, at least you're honest about it, Mudkip. Like me, I just lose at Mario Kart all the time. Mudkip is everywhere and yet nowhere at once. Mudkip is us, and we are the Mudkip. Exactly. Don't you dare bring Mario Kart after what you've done to me during my Mario Kart streams, Cheeky. Oh, please go into all the traumatic details, Sly. Go into all the delicious traumatic details. I feel like it would be fun to, like, face your team. Like, I feel like an off-the-books EBL match would be fun, Sly. I feel that could be, like, interesting at the end of the season. We stuck. We can't move. We can't move. It just traps in the vortex and we can't leave. There's a good number of teams in the EBL that I really want to fight, but we just don't fight in the main season. But yeah, I look forward to it. Like, EBL is very fun. Yeah, that'd be fun, because, like, that's also one of the things, like, it helps everyone get better, because my biggest issue with EBL is I'm very much a doubles battle player. So getting used to singles is a bit awkward. So kind of getting used to that while feeling out the EBL is also a bit tricky. But that's why, season 6, when I come, I'm gonna be coming back and I'm gonna be just going absolute chaos mode. I'm gonna go like absolute destroyer of worlds. Because I'm gonna be having that. And I am just gonna be like, fully acclimated to the format. Then again, when we do that, we're gonna be moving over to Terrestrialize with probably Scarlet Violet. So it's going to be like even more layers of just chaos is going to go in. But then again, terrestrializing is the most balanced of all the super mechanics so far. So it could be fun. It's just going to depend on, when and who gets the Hisuian forms. Yeah, because, no Ultra Beasts are going to be in play for EBL, depending on things. No EB, no... It'll be interesting. It's going to be a fun thing to see with the EBL Season 6. But yeah, I almost wonder what double battles EBL would be like. But I have a feeling we're probably not gonna ever have a double battle EBL format. I feel like they did that once, but then they dropped it after that because people just weren't as interested in it. Because most people do prefer singles, obviously. It's despite doubles being the official format, singles is the predominantly played more form. My lips get so freaking chapped from how cold it is. I hate it. That's the one thing about streaming. Your lips get very chapped, especially in winter, because they just dry out so quickly. Let's check these. Nope. That'll never happen. I would love though. Yeah, I love doubles. Doubles is so fun. I mean, the main reason why is just there's just so many shenanigans you can do in doubles. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about the items, because no items makes the EBL really, really interesting. I like not needing to worry about things like Life Orb. I like not needing to worry about things like Choice Scarf. And I feel like it does give EBL a bit more of an identity. I like the lack of items. Granted, again, no focus sash on things. So, things are a bit less comfortable. But it also really makes a lot of things better when, they're not getting out-scarfed, they're not getting out-banded, they're not getting out-spexed. You also don't need to worry about, leftovers stalling, because I feel like the lack of items really makes stall a harder thing to do. Because you just cannot get, leftovers to heal you. You need to actively use a move, like Recover. You need to actively use, maybe, Grassy Terrain setup. You need to actively have a healing move on your item, on your set, and you can't just rely on a passive item. Which for someone like me, I hate stall. I have ADD. I have a very short attention span, and I will, space out and make mistakes when it comes to, stall games. That's one of the reasons I actually played doubles far more before I actually got into competitive, was doubles games go by a lot quicker, and I just don't have, I get ADD takes over, I get distracted, I make one bad move, and in a single battle, it's game. But with doubles, I don't space out that heavily, because it's a much shorter game. I felt that many of my mom's items would just... Yeah, I mean, that's really how a lot of Pokemon are. I'm noticing a lot the same with a number of my Pokemon. That, yeah, items really make these together, because a lot of the Pokemon I've used, They're Pokemon that I've run with items. Wait. There it is! There is the Tadbulb! Get here, little bulb! There is the Sparkly! Tadbulb line! Finished. It's over! Mudkip and another one's I mean, there is already a water type that learns Flamethrower. Well, two of them, like, both, I believe, Palkia and, Walking Wake. Let's go. Yoop, dodge. You know what, go to sleep. Go sleep. It is indeed shiny. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done, guys. We got that shiny Tadbulb. Also, yes, this is like the first time in a long time I'm actually wearing like what is probably my favorite shirt. If you guys have not seen this before, it's the wrong way, the Penn State Pokemon Society shirt. This was like the Pokemon club I actually was in. Where I actually like this is like where I learned most of my competitive Pokemon from, was the club, and I just love the shirt. I like Alola. I love the Sun and Moon icons. So it's just like turning the Sun and Moon logo into the Pokemon Club's logo, like, because they do that with all of the years. They always make like the logo for like certain things, the mirror of what the logo for the games is. Like, I love it, and like, I mean, the club is great. I mean, the other best part is that like the mascot of we also turned the school mascot logo into that with Pokemon, because like we just painted like a blue Pyroar for it. So I was like, yeah, it just does good. Brave Nature, all right. With that, Tadbulb is finished. We'll put you in a box. Check your IVs. You go here. And let's get looking for other electric types now. You have 9 minutes left. Okay. Where is a good place to go hunt? Actually, no, I think it's like a good spot to just be like looking for. Yeah. So like now we just look for Pawmi. Oh my gosh, freaking heck, there's literally a Pawmi right there. Pawmi done. Another electric type family is now finished. Someone get Mark on the phone. Yum yum. I love that. It was just, oh, let's go look for Pawmi. Boom. Let's go for those. So what other electric types are we there to find? Yeah, 2 shinies, like literally almost back to back. All right. Live again. What's an electric type we can now look for? Yeah. What other electric types do we go for now? Like Pikachu, I don't think we'd be able to find. What do we do? Let me go look up what electric types there actually are. Electric types, Scarlet, Violet. Because I've gotten a lot of them already. I've got the Magnemite family, I've gotten the entire Pawmi family, the Tadbulb family, the Wattrel family. I'm not hunting Tynamo. That Tynamo is going to be Masuda method. I have already done that. Pikachu, I don't feel confident in being able to identify Pikachu. I can't get Sandy Shocks, and also we've already gotten Sandy Shocks. Pawmi, Pichu, Pikachu. I just want to look just to see. Mareep, we've already gotten the Mareep family. We've already gotten the yeah, I forgot about the Mareep family is there. Ooh, Toxiel. Right, wait. Right outside of Medali, right. There is that spot that Athena told me about where there's like freaking Jolteon out the ass. They appear everywhere. So I think we're going to go there. We're going to capitalize on that. Yeah, it was like right around over this way. Voltorb. Oh yeah, also Voltorb. We need to hunt Voltorb. I'll probably hunt Voltorb in Let's Go, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think it was like right around here is where she said that the Jolteon is. Because Jolteon... Yes, this is where it is. Yeah, the Eevee family is one that terrifies me to hunt. Oh, Steenie. Yeah, so we're just gonna be hunting Jolteon right here. Like until the sandwich runs out, and then we'll go find something else to hunt. So yeah, so I think like that's the play. No, I'm not, Mudkip. I'm just good at hunting. I'm just lucky, is what it is. Yeah, I saw the Steenie, and I thought that was a shiny, but like no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, Athena freaking... This spot is insane for Jolteon spawns. I guess when I go to hunting like Dedenne, this is where I'm gonna go. What the hell am I getting a call for? Okay, that was weird. Just hung up immediately. That was weird. I mean, yeah, probably telemarketers. Well, let's just go hunting again. Jolteon, Jolteon, not seen a shiny Jolteon. Yeah, like the Eevee family, I think, is definitely going to be the worst when it comes to like the shiny family. Well, like the whole shiny living dex is just the Eevee family. But when we finish that, the way that I'm going to be doing that is likely going to try and get an Eevee outbreak. And then we're just going to hit the Eevee outbreak ridiculously aggressive. And hope for the best. But, yep. Yep, exactly. That's just literally Mudkip's entire thing is just that. Alright. I think actually after this, we'll probably hunt something like Silazar. We'll go try hunting other stuff. Because I know for the Steenie family, I'm going to be hunting that by Masuda method. Because I would love to get a Love Ball Steenie family. Because it matches. Yeah, I'm able to do some raids. Yeah, I guess we could also do raids and shiny hunting. Because, yeah, we got the Tadbulb. I'm not going to be resetting sandwiches. So, like, I think that, yeah, we could do raids. We can do raids with, like, wander or shiny hunting. Freaking setting up a picnic, like, right on top of the roots. Yeah, you missed the 2 shinies we got. We missed the 2 shinies we got, because we got a Tadbulb. We got our Tadbulb, and we got a Pommy. So everything went pretty dang good. See, the Pommy family is now done. The Tadbulb family is now also done. Picnic. Yeah, walking wake is gigantic. I mean, it also could be I have a, like, a giant walking wake. But also, yes, walking wake is gigantic. Walking wake, tall. I like how walking wake actually does run on the water. Because I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to use walking wake for some water outbreak KOs. It's absolutely garbage for water outbreak KOs, because it cannot reach Pokemon that are under the water, but it just looks so hilarious just so you just run on the water, or just walk on the water. Because, yeah, it makes sense. That's what Suicune can do. But it just looks so... Because the thing is, its walk cycle on the water is no different than its walk cycle on land. So, like, it looks like a glitch, because we're not used to seeing things walk on water. Like, Pawmi has, well, the Pawmi family, Azumarill, they all have, like, unique swimming animations. You know, for, of course, when they're in the water. Quaxcaball swimming animation. So, like, there's special animations for when they're in the water. But, for Walking Wake, it just doesn't. No, I just walk. I just walk on the water, because it's literally my name. Alright. Yeah, I can definitely see when it comes time for us to hunt Jolteon here dedicated. This is going to be the way. This is not going to be a hard hunt at all when it comes to the Jolteon. Well, not necessarily a hard one. It's not going to be a long one. Because Jolteon's shiny sticks out a lot. Yeah, I'll show you Cactus. Wait, do you not have a Walking Wake yet? Well, we'll have to... If someone has a Scarlet, if someone has a Scarlet version, you can get a Walking Wake. We will join that, because you guys will be able to catch Walking Wake then. Because, yeah, you can catch both of them in this game. You get one of each per save file. You just need to join the other raid in order to get it. Yeah, I'll show it. After the sandwich ends, I will show you it, because it's absolutely glorious. Also, it's worth mentioning that, like, some of these Pokemon, the height differences are pretty drastic. Like, my Iron Valiant is a short Iron Valiant. The shiny Iron Valiant is short. So it looks tiny because it is. But the other Iron Valiants can be pretty tall compared to it. It's just, again, this one is freaking tiny. And I actually really like that. You know, it's just small. Iron Valiant's small. Yeah, I'd recommend it. If any of you guys have a Scarlet version, if you guys can do that, that would be good. Give me my shiny Jolteon. Give me shiny Jolteon. Cause yeah, we've only gotten shiny Vaporeon so far of the Eevee family. Getting the rest of them is not going to be fun for our hero. But we will eventually be capable of doing it. So it did take 3 sandwiches. I thought it was going to take that many, and it did take us 3 to get our shiny TADBULB. And then, you know, we got the shiny Pawmi immediately after. So, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. 5 seconds left. Again, I thought the Steenie, I thought that was a shiny Jolteon. Game was throwing me off. Alright. No Sparkles, but yes. Time to show you what Walking Wake on the water looks like, because it's absolutely glorious. After this Jolteon leaves me alone. Goodbye. Alright. Walking Wake to the front of the party. So yes, we just gotta go find a nearby body of water. There we go, right here. Yes, this river will be sufficient for purposes of demonstration. Go. Yep. It's so awkward looking. Like, I think the thing of why it looks so awkward is there's no splash. You know, like, there's no motion on the water where it steps or where it's walking. But it looks so silly. I love it. It's so predatory. I love it. Again, It's horrible for water outbreak KOs. But it's so awesome just to see. But yeah, now we are going to be going and doing some raids. So if you guys have Terra raids, especially your Walking Wake, Iron Leaves raids, those would be ideal. I am going to be getting my, like, Destroyer of Iron Leaves. I'm going to be getting it out. There is Gambity Face. Yes, Defiant, Countdown Cleave. There we go. Honestly, no, I'm going to bring Murkrow. I'll bring Murkrow. Murkrow is probably the single best Pokemon to use for for Iron Leaves, because you can get rid of any Swords Dance boosts it wants to bring, and you just foul play. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think that my Iron Leaves is right in, is right in the Asado Desert. There we go. Yeah, Iron Leaves is pretty easy. Walking Wake is a little more tricky. I'm somewhat working on a guide video for them, but if you guys can bring a user of Snowscape, I honestly, my friend Echo and I found Frostlass is unironically really good for beating Walking Wake, because it's fast, sets up Snowscape, and then it just, like, launches into, like, Freeze Dry. We'll also set up a Aurora Veil. So it can, like, set up a defense line, and then it can start spamming Freeze Dry, which is super effective against it, to just do crap tons of damage. The only real vague issue is, like, Flamethrower, but even then, it doesn't seem to really use Flamethrower all that much. But yeah. I'm connected to the internet, right? Yeah, I think I'm connected. Yeah, I'm connected because it went to the whole white screen thing, yeah. But yeah, when it comes to Iron Leaves, you want to bring Dark types. Specifically, Dark types that are not weak to Bug. Or are not Houndoom. So, like, Kingambit, Murkrow. But Murkrow, you're just going to foul play and Haze. You want to just foul play and Haze on that. Hey, Mr. Toast, how are you doing? Can one of the mods please go grab Mr. Toast's link? I'm doing very, very well. We got 2 shinies so far today. Oh, Palosand. I love Palosand shiny. It's going to be one of my eventual ones. I love it. It's so pretty. Like, I mean, I particularly love shiny Palosand just because it's black volcanic sand. It's so beautiful. Like, it works because that is what actual volcanic sand beaches, like, volcanic sand beaches actually exist in real life. So it works on many, many levels. There you go. But yeah, if you guys want to join in, highly recommend. Just make sure you guys connect to the internet first. Yeah, glad you're doing well, Mr. Toast. Glad you're doing well. Thank you, Omar, for doing that. There we go. Master Dex is now nice. Very nice, Regieleki, Regidrago. Very, very good. Honestly, filling out the decks in this game was always kind of annoying. Alright, we're gonna go redo the thing. Alright, guys, if you guys want to do raids, we got the code for it. There's a group. There we go. Link code. But yeah, honestly, this thing is pretty easy. I have a way of easily defeating it. I'm working on, like, the guide list for it. What should be used again in this raid? Dark types that are not weak to Bug. So, like, do you have a high-level Kingambit? If you have a high-level King Gambit, that'll be good. Yeah, like high-level King Gambit. Yeah. King Gambit. Bisharp also works. Skeletor's, like, kind of can work. It's a bit risky, like, it gets, like, destroyed by things. Chuyi, also phenomenal work. Chuyi's a monster for this. Or Chiyu, whichever way it is. What was that? Oh yeah, Murkrow, Sableye. But Murkrow and Sableye both want foul play. Dominic Thomas, I could get you both Quaxley and Fuecoco. Are you in the Discord? Just send me a DM. I'll be able to get you those after stream. Yeah, like, Skeletor's is a bit of a riskier play, though, because it does take a lot of damage from Psyblade. That's the main reason you want a Dark type for this, is because you want to be immune to Psyblade. It does ridiculous amounts of damage. Because Psyblade deals 50% bonus damage when on electric terrain. So, it's 80 base power move that is now buffed to 120 base power on electric terrain. But also, that doesn't factor in the thing gets a 30% attack boost when on electric terrain, so like further juicing that by 30%. And then it gets an additional boost of Terrasilize Psychic, doubling its power again. So it's insane how aggressive it is. No, I can help you. Good glitch, but yeah, next week, like if you come back like tomorrow, I should be able to get you one of them. So maybe with the last few Pokemon that I need. Also, Reggie, I recommend joining the Discord because like people on there will be able to help you with that. Also, I think there should be people in the chat who could help. Yeah, Goldango kind of works. Actually, Goldango is probably better. Goldango is actually probably better. Goldango. Yeah, the main issue is just, like, realistically, like, resisting Psyblade. Because Psyblade is a problem. The Psyblade is a very, very big problem. I mean, also, like, getting rid of the terrain is another thing. So, like, Ice Spinner would be a thing. But yeah, like, removing the terrain is also a big thing, because that takes out a significant amount of power. Are you connected to the internet, Mr. Toast? Are you connected to the internet? Oh, we're gonna lose this. Yeah, it auto sets electric terrain. The good thing is, with it setting up electric terrain, it means I get a boosted damage when hitting it with foul play. Yeah, I don't think there is like any scenario where it doesn't get an attack boost. But yeah, like, I just rebound foul play into it. That's also the reason, if it goes for Swords Dance. Swords Dance is terrifying. Yeah, I guess yeah, it probably was what it is. Sandy is very good. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna lose this, so you guys will get a chance to comment anyway. Yeah, Kayla, not a good idea to go for Nasty Plot against this thing, because I have to use Haze to get rid of its attack boost, and that eliminates your Nasty Plots. Yeah, setup is not good against these things. You want to be getting rid of this thing's boosts. Go into foul play. But yeah, foul play rebounds this thing's attack stat back into itself, allowing for massive damage. I love it. Shield set up. Also, Haze can be used behind this. Normally, the barrier blocks all status moves. However, it does not block status moves that target the field. So, like, it can't stop weather. It can't stop, you know, haze. It can't stop terrains. It can't stop, like, reflecting light screen. But also, it does that. Yeah. Like, it's terrifying. Once the terrain goes away, it's a lot more manageable. Because, like, it loses the attack boost and it loses the 50% power up on Psyblade. But also, like, let's have a look at this. Yeah, it's +6. This is why, like, Haze is absolutely crucial, because it negates that +6. This is it's at 4 times its normal power with that +6 right there. So that's eliminated. Yeah, now look at this. Yeah, nothing. I can shrug that off like it's nothing, because it is nothing. Now, we go right back into foul play. Rebound. I love it. Yeah, you want to be focusing on physical attacks with it, not special. Blade. Yeah, it does nothing to me. It just shrugged. Like, Mega Horn is the only thing that it can target Murkrow with that does, like, decent damage. But yeah, honestly, I think Kayla, we just intentionally lose this so everyone else can get in if they want. Yeah, I think that we intentionally lose this. Just like everyone else can pop in. But yeah, it's so good. Foul Play Murkrow is the absolute legend. I say Foul Play Murkrow is better than Foul Play Sableye, because, like, Murkrow can run a Violite. You don't need a whole lot going for it other than that. You just need to slap the Violite on it. You know, you can give it maximum defense if you want, but, like, it can't do a thing. Like, look at that. You take away the terrain, it's gone. No, it's alright, Kayla. It's all good. Again, like, it shows that Goldengo works. It's just that, like, other people didn't get into the raid, and we want to, like, keep it open for them. So, alright, we're starting up another thing of the raid. If you guys want to pop in, come in. This is the Iron Leaves raid. Just bring dark types that are not weak to bug. So, like, King Gambit is fine. Murkrow, perfect. Even regular Bisharp is good. Like, regular Bisharp, even with a Violet, is actually pretty solid. But you need the Dark type, because Psyblade is the biggest threat. Psyblade will basically wipe out most things that are not, like, super heavily resisted. I guess, like, Bronzong also, to a degree, could work. Bronzong. Like Bronzong also, to a degree, works, because, like, I think it gets Foul Play. And anything that can, like, remove, like, well, okay, not Gengar. Gengar gets just obliterated by Psyblade, so, like, not any Haze user. But yeah, like, it's really, really strong. There's a lot of things you can easily do to beat it. Yeah. Let's